Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. Fuel system upgrade with a short tank. I'm not changing the title of the video because I'm talking about the same car. So I'm working on the same car and we're gonna stay like that to be able to track the videos, to watch the videos, alright? For the owner, mostly. What I have done here, short tank, fittings on the short tank, the blockage here for the overflow. There are two pumps inside, the number 3 pump is empty, there is no pump inside. Fuel regulator, fittings on the fuel regulator, the cage, the fuel pressure cage on the regulator, and the boost reference here, and the fuel filter. Electrical pieces here, the relay, the fuses. I have also the sleeves here for the crimping. Alright, stainless steel fittings. And the adapter plate down here. Alright. This is to have somewhere to support the plate. Somewhere to support the short tank, not the plate. To don't start drilling the car. That's why I'm making these things. It's not good to fill up the car with the holes, you know. If it's necessary, yes, you have to open a hole, let us say, to pass a pipe or to do something. On a panel, not on the chassis. Not on a vital position. In a neutral, in a panel, let us say. Now, let's get the short tank and let's go out to see the car. Alright, back at the car. Now, where you can place the short tank? You can place the short tank at this point here, right? Nope, not for me. You can put it here if you want, but see where's the bumper? Bumper reinforcement somewhere here, and then you have the short tank here. It's not safe if you're asking me. Yes, you can put it here if you want. It's not safe, for me at least. You can put it here inside, right? Yeah, but that's the fender here. That's the fender. So if you have any problem there, knock on wood, if there is any accident or something, guess what? You're gonna hit the short tank. The same thing also from this side. For me at least, for my eyes, for my mind, the safest way is to place it exactly in the center. That's for me. Why I'm saying that? Because it's very difficult if something happen to crash the rear end of the car to reach there. Okay, the same thing from the left, because you have the wheel there, you have the wheel there, you have the axle in the middle, you have the diff. So it's there, for me at least, it's the safest point, and that's where I'm gonna put it. Now, I have hide here with masking tape this sticker because there is a VIN number, I think, there. Then, these things, it's not happened by me. This is whoever installed the water methanol, they drill and they tap it. They put the sleeves inside with the threads, okay? And there was unsuccessful, looks like. I'm avoiding drilling car or anything, only if it's necessary or only if there is no any other way. Now, how you support the ring, this one, for the short tank at this place, right? You're gonna tell me, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna support it? I'm not using silicone, sealant or anything, or glue, obviously. No, I'm not using, me at least, all right? What I'm doing, you need to be grounded with one way or the other, all right? So you have here nice good threads reinforced here. That's the ground for the battery. So you put one bracket from here to there, and you're welding the bracket on the plate. Then over there, from left and right, this is where it comes the hook original, and here it's empty threads. And this is very strong, has reinforcement, all right? There's gonna be another bracket from here, from this point, going down, passing under the cable, and comes to the plate and being welded. Same thing from this side. So you have up to now, how many you have? You have one from here to here, 1, 2, 3, and one vertical that's gonna be on these threads. Another one bracket is gonna come here, and gonna support the short tank. I'm gonna use also these threads here. There are also threads here to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in total. So under of this plate, it's gonna be a rubber to don't have vibrations, to don't produce any sound, and to don't scratch the car. I just placed the short tank there. I didn't scratch the car or something by any means. All right. The point there is to be able to remove it without having any sign of any installation and to be safe at the same time. All right. Then the brackets at the end are gonna be hidden under the foam. So there is one foam that comes till here, till this point, and the only thing what we're gonna be able to see it's this piece. Only the upper portion of the short tank. You're not gonna be able to see nothing lower than this point. You see the height of the battery, where it looks, in which height it is. All right. Then here's gonna be the foam, like I said. It's gonna be hidden. The upper cover here, exactly in the middle, there will gonna be, I'm not gonna modify the original cover, I'm gonna make another cover and we're gonna dress it with a carpet, like what I did on the previous cars. It's not the first time. Even on Mercedes I have done the same thing. So you're gonna be one square box here. They're gonna be integrated on the cover, on the new cover. We're gonna be dressed with the same fiber like the original one, and you're gonna be able to open it and close it. The fuel regulator is gonna come here front. It's gonna be exactly in the front. The fuel filter is gonna be located somewhere here on the right. Plus the ethanol sensor, the ethanol content sensor, is gonna place it here back, not front. Not front. We have to extend the wiring and to bring it back here. Why is that? I'm not gonna connect the ethanol sensor on the outlet, because this pipe is gonna be much greater, much bigger than the ethanol sensor that has the small fitting. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna connect it on the return of the regulator to the source tank. It's gonna be the same thing, because through the regulator some fuel it goes front to the engine and some fuel is returning back again to the source tank. That's how I'm gonna do it. Nothing new here, I have done this before. Okay, just the first thing what you have in your mind is crimp properly the lines, use correct lines. I have the lines here, one second, the fuel lines. This is the boost reference. Okay, you see this has 300 bar. It's made in Italy. All right, this one, this is for the feed from the original fuel tank to the source tank and from the return of from the regulator to the source tank. Okay, this is 3/8 of an inch and at 225 bar rated, and this is the main line. Now the main line, like I said, from the source tank to the fuel regulator, from the fuel regulator to the fuel filter, from the fuel filter it comes here from at this point for the fuel rail, obviously, and the fuel pump, the high pressure pump and the low pressure fuel rail. All right, these are the lines that I'm gonna use. Derek, better bring that table to put the pipes on the table. I don't want anybody to step on the pipes. It's not gonna change anything, it's not gonna hurt, but I don't want anybody to step on it. This is how it looks like. Classic Teflon stainless steel, has a rubber outside, has also Teflon outside, or whatever it's that one. It's after 20 years, you know, it's gonna still be there, and you're not gonna have any problem. Another thing, important thing, like I said, safety first, using good parts, crimp it properly, make a test to see that's okay and I don't have any leak or something. Stainless steel fittings, and when I'm routing the pipes, I'm routing the pipes naturally. I'm not trying to force it. As it comes, let us say the round, that's how I'm trying to put it. As an example, when you have, let us say, the fuel regulator here front, and you have to pass the fuel line, I'm not gonna make it the fuel line here to here, from this side to the regulator. It has to come all around, and it has to come from this side to be naturally the pipe, or to push slightly the fitting on a clockwise position. That means you're gonna push this way, that it's always tightening the fitting, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's it. You have this in your mind and you start building all around. You start from zero. You start with what you have and you start building around. The brackets are gonna be 30 millimeters the width by 5 millimeters thickness, aluminium. All right, yeah, that's it pretty much. It's the same principle how you're designing an engine, how you design a transmission. Just only here you have a safety, because you're talking about fuel. You don't have, you can over build it
it's allowed to do something, you know, more, that you're gonna say that, you know what, okay, Tassos, this is an overkill. It's not, because you're talking about the fuel system. So it's okay to do something that for some people you can say, no need all these things. Nope. For me, at least I'm not thinking like that. It's the same principle like you have a transmission or you have an engine. Example, for the transmission, you need, let us say, you have the specific car that's weighing that much, you need the four-wheel drive, you have this output from the engine, you have this final ratio, you have these rims, let us say, and you need this gear ratio, and you have this space. So what you're doing, you're getting two input shafts, you get one output shaft, and you start building it. You know how much the ratio, how much you want to be, all right? You need to make some tests, obviously, but with the technology what we have nowadays, it's the easiest thing. You're building it, you're putting it together, and then you're fixing the housing around. You fix the housing, you see that it's okay, and you're done. It's not complicated, at least not now. If you go back to 80s, 90s, yes, it's a different story. You don't have the technology. Nowadays you have it. So the same principle, like how you're building, let us say, an engine, how you're building a transmission, how you're building a fuel system, just only the fuel system, like I said, you need to be extra careful. It's better to choose things that are gonna be overkill. So what's my target? My target is, even after 20 years, let us say, all the car can fail apart, but the fuel system will gonna be there and not gonna leak. That's my target. And this is well known to anybody. I mean, my friends, the owners, the customers here that they're coming, that's my first priority. Now, I have mentioned that before. If you want to put the surge tank, let us say, if you want to mount the surge tank here outside on the bumper, you know, to pointing backwards, this is not gonna happen by me. If you want to put it there next to the fender, or here, or down here, let us say, this will not gonna happen by me. I'm gonna tell you that, you know what, I feel comfortable putting it there, I'm gonna support it, I'm gonna see how it's gonna be at the end. If I'm not feeling comfortable, I'm not gonna continue, I'm gonna stop it, okay? If I see that's not possible, for example, to be installed safely, properly, I'm not gonna do it. Simple as that. Okay? If you say to me, the customer, you know what, Tassos, no, I don't want to use this kind of pipes. Where are they? Maybe he put it on the table over there. You don't want to use these pipes, and you want to use a normal rubber pipe, let us say. That usually here in this country, after a year or two, they start failing, they start cracking. Sorry, I'm not gonna do the job. I can do it, but it's not correct. Alright? Or if you said to me, put it over there, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put it. In this application, like the most applications, it's gonna be installed inertia switch to kill the electricity for the pumps. In a case, if you hit, I think the inertia switch, it's 3 or 4G. If you exceed the 3G or 4G forces, you're gonna pop out, you're gonna open the circuit, and you're gonna come dead the electricity for the pumps, because the car has a fail-safe for his system. You see here the sensor, you have some detonators that they're opening the circuit. Just for extra safety, if these don't go off and doesn't open the circuit for the ground, at least to open the circuit for the pumps. And then it's very simple mechanism, you just push it back in and then you close the circuit. Like I said, safety first. If you don't like it, there are plenty of garages that they can put for you the surge tank wherever you want. They can even mount it, like I said, on the bumper, like that, pointing backwards. This will not gonna happen by me. That's the first video. I'm gonna start working here, I'm not gonna make another video, I'm gonna make another video when I finish, to see how it looks like. I'm gonna adjust it. Alright, I'm gonna bring back, we need at least all day today and tomorrow. When I'm gonna be ready, I'm gonna make another video. Just, this is the intro for the owner, alright? That's the thermal sensor, and you see that the pipe, it's not the biggest, that's why I'm not gonna use it here. But like I said, it's gonna be exactly the same thing. Let me show you on the regulator. Let's spend one extra minute to show you what I mean on the regulator. Keep in mind also that I'm not using stiff 90 degrees, I'm not making 90 degrees fittings, I'm making this one that's smooth, the transition from here to here. It's important. When you have a sharp corners, you kill the flow and you overheat the fuel, because need more effort to pass through a sharp corner than the oval. All right, the ideal gonna be straight or 45 degrees, but you cannot have it all. Then, like I said, from the source tank to the regulator, from the regulator to the filter, from the filter going front. Now, that's the return. You see, it makes sense what I'm saying, I guess, I believe, that the fuel that goes front to the fuel rail and to the high pressure pump, the same fuel that comes out from here at the same time. Some fuel it comes here and it's being regulated from the regulator, all right? Some fuel that it no need to go front, it's returning back again inside the surge tank. So on this pipe here, that's a small pipe, that's 8 millimeters, you're gonna be mounted the ethanol sensor, and then we're gonna return back. It's not a high pressure. It will gonna have some pressure because the surge tank is gonna be primed. You're gonna be always under pressure, the surge tank. You're not gonna be neutral. And that's the benefit also of the surge tank. That's already been under pressure, the pumps that are inside. One pump is gonna run all the time. The other pump is gonna be on boost reference. So when it's kicking, let us say the boost and goes up to 1 bar, 14, 15 psi, something like that, you're gonna start working also the second pump. That's it. Boost reference need to be crimped, like always, classic. Anything more, anything less? No, nothing. Same fittings, same pipe from A to Z, from the surge tank to the regulator, from the regulator to the filter, from the filter front. Fine. I don't want to play with the diameter. I want to be same diameter. Same thing like what I did before on the TTRS. If you see the last time, just in this case, because the owner, he doesn't have units in the trunk, I don't have to fix a plate. Otherwise, if there was more units, I'm gonna make one aluminum plate and I'm gonna put them all on it, like the previous one. But in this case, there is no more units. There is the methanol tank and the pump that they put it where they put it, and since they already drill it and they open holes, to change it for what? It's gonna stay as it is. And like I said, when I'm gonna be ready, because I'm wasting time right now, I have wasted almost 20 minutes, just explaining the setup that's 101. All right. For some people it's obvious, for some other people it's not. Yeah. I'm not gonna get also, I don't remember if I mentioned, I'm not gonna get a fuse box with the 6 relays and 6 fuses, because we are talking about only 2 pumps. In the other case, there was 3 pumps with some units, and I passed through the fuse box the methanol and the inertia switch. It's killing all the electronics back in the trunk. But that's a different story. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Let me continue.